You are watching CRDN, Civil Rights Daily News.
A major controversy has erupted internally at CBS after the network abruptly pulled a 60 Minutes investigative segment just hours before it was scheduled to air. In doing so, the move sparked backlash and renewed debate over press independence in mainstream media. The investigative segment was titled Inside CSOT and was set to air on the December 21st episode of 60 Minutes. The report focused on the harsh conditions inside the El Salvador's Maximum Security Terrorism Confinement Center, also known as CSOT, which is a facility where hundreds of Venezuelan migrants were deported to from the United States. CBS News editor-in-chief Bari Weiss made the decision to remove the segment from the broadcast lineup just 2 hours before airtime. She said that the report was not yet ready to air and that it needed more reporting and context before reaching audiences. Just a brief backstory on who Weiss is. She is the CBS News new editor-in-chief after the network's leadership transitioned this fall. She told staff in an internal editorial call that while the story contained compelling testimony, it didn't advance the ball beyond what other outlets had already reported and lacked on-the-record interviews with key officials. The key officials in question being the Trump administration and the House, who refused to interview. But the 60 Minutes correspondent Shirin Alfonsi, who led the investigation, sharply disagreed with that assessment. In an internal memo obtained by news outlets, Alfonsi said that the piece had already passed over 5 rounds of legal editorial review, including clearances from CBS attorneys and standards and practices. She also argued that the network's rationale for pulling the story is in part connected to the Trump administration's refusal to sit for an interview, which she says sets a dangerous precedent and essentially grants the government a kill switch over investigative reporting, especially if the officials choose not to cooperate. Critics on the decision have called it political censorship and said that shelving a thoroughly vetted report on an issue of public interest raises concerns about corporate influence and editorial freedom at a time when newsrooms are under complete pressure from all sides. Supporters of Weiss said that the decision reflects editorial judgment and responsible journalism. They also noted that a high-profile investigative show like 60 Minutes must be certain that its reporting is factually foolproof and airtight, in addition to including all principal voices before broadcasting. In a public statement, Weiss assured viewers that she looks forward to airing the segment once it's fully developed. But this controversy comes amid broader scrutiny of 60 Minutes and CBS News Network as they navigate leadership changes and shifting expectations about media coverage of powerful political figures. With Civil Rights Daily News, I'm Samiha Charles. More after these messages.
You are watching CRDN, Civil Rights Daily News.